If you spend any time at all looking into VA claims, online, in a waiting room, family gathering, whatever, you're going to run into advice. A lot of it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's outdated. And some of it comes from people who are more interested in your wallet than your outcome. So today I want to talk about something that doesn't get talked about enough. How to actually tell the difference. Not by telling you who to trust, but I just want to give you a handful of questions that you can ask before you take anyone's word for it, including mine. Because here's the reality. Veterans are dealing with something very personal with these claims, something that affects their life and their family. And often, something that's very confusing. That combination, high stakes plus confusion, that's exactly the kind of environment that bad advice thrives in. Not because someone means harm. Sometimes it's either outdated information passed around in good faith, but sometimes it's someone counting on you not knowing enough to push back on them. This is not about being paranoid. It's about being informed enough to protect yourself. So question 1, are they accredited? I'm not. This is the first thing to check though, and it's the one people skip the most. If someone is offering to represent you, which I don't do, help prepare your claim, nope. Or charge you for assistance, nope. There's a real difference between someone accredited to do that and someone who isn't accredited to do that. Accreditation means someone has gone through a process, recognized by the VA, and they qualifies them to represent veterans. Doesn't automatically mean they're great at their job, but it does mean that there is some baseline of accountability. If someone can't clearly answer whether they're accredited or gets vague about it, probably want to pay attention to that. Question 2, are they promising a specific outcome? Again, I don't do that. Here's a red flag that shows up constantly. Someone telling you what rating you'll get, or guaranteeing, hey, you're going to be approved, before your evidence has even been reviewed. Nobody can promise that. Not accredited reps, not attorneys, not me, not anybody. Every claim depends on its own facts, its own evidence, and its own decision. Anyone promising a specific number or a guaranteed win is telling you what you want to hear, not what's actually true. Now, what you say at the exam matters, but what the evidence says matters even more. I've said that before. And no one can know what a rating will look like before that evidence exists and gets reviewed. Question 3, are they charging you up front for basic claim help? This one gets a lot of veterans and it pisses me off. Filing an initial claim is something you can do without paying anyone. There are accredited service organizations that help veterans file claims at no cost. If someone is asking for money up front just to help you file, that's worth hitting the brakes a little bit and asking more questions before you keep moving forward. That doesn't mean that every paid service is a scam. Some legitimate services exist for specific situations, but free help exists and you should know that is something a lot of veterans were simply never told. Question 4, do they explain their reasoning or just their conclusion? This is a really good gut check for any advice that you get. From a claims agent, a fellow veteran, a forum post, this video. Good advice usually comes with an explanation. Here's why this matters. Here's how this connects. Here's what to watch for. If someone's only giving you a conclusion, do this. File that. Expect this number. Without walking you through the entire process, that's a sign to ask a whole lot more questions. Again, I say this a lot. This is not about gaming the system. This is about understanding the system, right? Understanding requires reasoning, not just instructions and guarantees. Question 5, does their advice account for your specific evidence? A lot of advice floating around is generic, especially mine. Generic, general strategies, general timelines, general expectations. And this is fine as a starting point, but your claim isn't generic. It's built on your service record, your medical evidence, your specific situation. Advice that never asks about your specifics and just applies the same playbook to everyone is missing a key thing. Here is where veterans accidentally hurt themselves, though. You take advice meant for a different situation, you apply it to your own, assuming it's going to work the same way. None of this means don't trust anyone. It means bring a few good questions with you before you do. Ask about accreditation. I'm not. Be skeptical of guaranteed outcomes. Don't have any. Know that free help exists. Look for reasoning, not just conclusions. And make sure any advice that you're given actually accounts for your specific evidence and your specific situation. Veterans protecting each other starts with veterans being informed enough to spot the difference between someone who's actually helping and someone who's just talking. I do a lot of talking, but I don't claim to be accredited. I don't claim to be guaranteeing you an outcome. I'm here to help you understand the system. That's what I'm here for. That's what I enjoy doing. Getting your own claim done, I know better than to say I can get you 100%. There's no way I'm going to guarantee you I can get you 100%. I'm not going to guarantee you I can get you 0%. What I am going to guarantee you is that I'm going to bring you the best information that I can, and it's not going to cost you a dime. But I can't file your claims for you. I won't file your claims for you. And I have no plans to get accredited because I want to remain that veteran that is 99.9% of us. The one who's not accredited, the one who's never been a claims agent, the one who, did their time. They've got some stuff going on and they want to know if it gets connected. I'm here to help educate you that way. It's really what this channel just solely exists for. Hey, thanks for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me get the word out to more and more veterans, which is the ultimate goal. Thanks again. Take care of one another. We'll see you in the next one.